All right guys, I'm going to teach you how to make some homemade clay using just 3 ingredients: flour, salt, and water. So the first ingredient that you'll need is a 1/4 cup of water. So I'm using a measuring cup here, and I've already put some water in it and measured it to 1/4. Now what you want to do is make sure that you set the measuring cup down and look at it as it's sitting to make sure that it's exactly 1/4. So I'm going to pour that into my bowl. Now normally when I'm baking, I would measure dry ingredients like salt and flour in a different set of measuring cups, but this will work just fine for making our clay today. So the next thing we need is 1/2 cup of flour. All right, I'm gonna shake that up a little to level it out, make it flat on top, and look down. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, I have 1/2 cup of water, and I'm gonna pour that into the bowl. 1/2 cup of flour, I mean. And then I need a 1/4 cup of salt. It's gonna be a little hard to see because of the flour. I'm gonna really pour the salt in there. Stop and measure. A little bit more. Shake it out a little to measure. All right, that looks good. Pour that into the bowl. Great. Now, so you might want something like a spoon or a fork or something to stir with. I'm just gonna go in and mix this up with my hands, but like I said, you might want to use a spoon. It does get really sticky at first. You'll notice that the clay starts to come together, and what we're creating here is salt dough. So it is a dough and will be pretty sticky at first. All right, now because I have something protecting my table, I'm gonna take the clay out of the bowl and I'm gonna continue mixing it with my hands out here, and I'm doing something called kneading. That's when you blend the clay together, soften it up. When you're using clay in art class, the clay that we put in the kiln, when we knead the clay, we're trying to get air pockets out, but we don't have to worry about that with this. This I'm just trying to mix up. And again, I'm using a piece of paper to protect my table. So I would make sure that you have some kind of mat that you're working on. And you'll notice the clay starts to come together. Might still be a little sticky, but that's all right. Get this off my hands. All right, and now you're ready to build.